Yeah, so it's a frigid Tuesday morning here in Texas. It's about 32 degrees. And yeah, so I braved the cold, I braved the wilderness, I braved it. As if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you know that I did I actually had it's dangerous online shopping with Black Friday deals, especially on Amazon and places like Shop Factory and Criterion had their 50% off sale. So I got a huge haul of some really cool Blu-rays and 4Ks that I've been waiting for. But one thing I was not able to pick up was what comes out today. The Lord of the Rings is out on 4K UHD. My favorite trilogy, because I don't consider these weren't even made. Ugh, I can't stand those movies. So I'm on my way to grab that right now. Then I will be back at the studio and I'm going to show you guys everything I got for the Black Friday haul. So let's go. So they actually still have some Black Friday sales left over. So let's take a look at what's here, if there's anything worth picking up. Yeah, they really didn't have much stuff I already have. If I don't have it, I don't want it. Saw maybe one or two things I may pick up on the way out since it's only $7.99. But really, I'm here for one thing and one thing only. All right, guys. So I got this. Whoa, that's cool. So let's head back to the studio. All right, well, first of all, I wanted to get this video out a lot sooner than now. In fact, it's 2:13 in the morning on December 3rd. The reason why I didn't is because, as you can see, I have a new studio that I was finishing up. I wanted to finish up the new studio look before I reveal my Black Friday haul. So tell me what you guys think of the new studio look down below in the comments. I want to know your opinion. I want to hear from you. And then at the end of this video, that's right, tons of digital code giveaways just for you. So stay tuned at the end of this video so you can see how you can win these digital codes. All right, so first of all, I saw this guy online. As you know, if you've been with me on my channel, you know I'm a huge Batman fan, and I saw this guy online on Amazon on sale for $20, I believe, and normally it's around 30 or 40. I mean, look at this thing. Look at the detail on that, if you can see it. It's pretty cool. First, I'm going to start off with the Criterions that I picked up with the 50% off sale. So I've been wanting this one for a long time. It's Heaven's Gate. Now, I don't know if you know the history of Heaven's Gate, but if you ever hear a movie that's being called like Waterworld, it was called Kevin Costner's Heaven's Gate. There's a reason for that. Go look it up, Google it. It is fascinating what happened behind the scenes with this movie, and it nearly bankrupt MGM. I mean, the cinematography in this is just absolutely beautiful and stunning. The story is great. The cast, Christopher Walken, John Hurt, Chris Christopherson. It is a long movie though, at 216 minutes. So it's a long movie, but this has been remastered in a 4K restoration and 5.1 surround sound. So yeah, I haven't checked it out yet, but I can't wait to do this. And this is the original director's cut. And when it hit theaters, it was released as a 2 hours and 20 minutes, and this is a 216 minute movie. So yeah, they cut out chunks of this movie, and so this is the original cut, the intended cut. Can't wait to check that out. Next up we have is one of my favorite romantic comedy 80s movies, and that is Moonstruck. This just came out on Criterion. So it was also remastered in a 4K restoration, 5.1 surround sound. Has a lot of extras, except most of the extras, actually all the extras, are older from like it has a 1998 audio commentary, and then it has some other stuff from 2006, 2002, 2013. So I was disappointed this didn't come with some new interviews with Cher or Nick Cage, if they could get him, or even the screenwriter. But this is a great movie. If you haven't checked it out, this scene is the reason why you need to watch it.
I don't care. I ain't no freaking monument to justice. I lost my hand. I lost my bride. Johnny has his hand. Johnny has his bride. You want me to take my heartbreak, put it away, and forget?
I mean, Nick Cage. I mean, need I say more? All right, next up we have this. I've always heard of this film, but I've never seen it until a few months back when Criterion originally released it, and I ended up watching it on the Criterion channel when I had a free preview, and I just absolutely fell in love with this film. It is from 1985, Come and See. This movie is so beautiful and so powerful. When I first saw this, my mouth was open through the whole thing. I was in awe of this film. Now, it is a Russian film from Soviet director Ilya Kulmov. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So it's all subtitled in English, and it's from the Russian viewpoint of the war. But yeah, still, it's so powerful, so impactful. The cinematography, the everything is just beautiful. Next up is I have, of course, what I've been waiting for a whole year, and Netflix's most anticipated movie of last year, and that is Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. A lot of people, to my surprise, really didn't care for it. They thought it was way too drawn out, way too boring. Nothing really happened. I don't know what movie you guys watched. This is 100% pure Martin Scorsese. Yeah, it's 3 hours and like 35 minutes, so it is long. But every time I watch this movie, I've seen it 3 times now, including the Criterion. And every time I watch it, I can't turn it off. I love the performances. And Joe Pesci. They got Joe Pesci back out of retirement to do The Irishman. Who else can do that but Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese? That right there tells you how great this film is, that Joe Pesci came out of retirement to do this. And what I love about it is the artwork. I mean, just first of all, look at this artwork, the cover there. And if you've seen the film, you know what that's about with the rings. Look at that. I mean, just look at that artwork. I just love it. It's beautiful artwork. Now, the book is entitled I Heard You Paint Houses, and that was actually the original title they were working with The Irishman, but they changed it to The Irishman. But yeah, this is a great booklet, and you have the blood-stained carpet there. And they also brought out Netflix's other movie, Marriage Story. So Netflix has a deal with Criterion to release their movies that they put on Netflix, which is awesome. If you're going to go with any boutique company, Criterion is the one to go with. And of course, you cannot call yourself a cinephile or a film lover if you don't have this in your holster. 12 Angry Men. I have been wanting this movie for so long, but for some one reason or another, I just never picked it up. I don't know why, but I finally snagged it with the 50% off sale. I mean, what can you say about this movie? If you haven't seen it, number one, if you haven't seen it, this is a must-see movie. You have to see it. This was made in 1957, and it is very timely in 2020. Check it out. And next up, we have last year's Best Picture winner, and that is Parasite. Now, they did release this. I mean, first of all, you know me. I love 4Ks. I'll buy all my movies in 4K. And they did release this in a 4K UHD from the studio. But I held out for the Criterion. And one of the big reasons why is because It includes the black and white version that director Bong Joon-ho personally did himself. He oversaw the black and white with his cinematographer, and it was in an interview he says it was more of an experiment to see how it looks, and it looks phenomenal in black and white. It looks beautiful in black and white. This does have the 4K master. It's not UHD, but it does have the 4K master. And yeah, I mean, it also has a Dolby Atmos 7.1 surround sound, and I believe this is the first Criterion to have a Dolby Atmos track. If I'm wrong about that, let me know down below in the comments, but I believe it does. And it has tons of extras that the UHD disc does not have. So yeah, I'm so glad I got this and I waited for it. And what's really cool, it comes the packaging right here with the artwork. So yeah. Well, first I'll show you guys the artwork here. So, whoops. So there's the artwork. That looks pretty cool. I love it looks like a mirror print. And then inside, but I love how they did this. Really cool. I love that. I absolutely love that. So yeah, I'm glad I held off and picked this one up. And lastly, of the Criterions, we have a movie that I've never seen, but I keep hearing it's a great film. And it's actor Paul Dano's feature film debut as a director. Jake Gyllenhaal and Carey Mulligan in Wildlife. I haven't watched it yet, but I keep hearing it's a really good film. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought of Wildlife in the comments. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out as well. All right, now onto the Blu-rays here in the 4K. So first one I picked up was Tuesday. It was not Black Friday sale, but whatever. So it's Wesley Snipes' Blade. So they had a steelbook and just a regular jewel case, if that's what you call it. So there's that. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. And on the inside, we have Deacon Frost and Blade. And if you've never seen this movie, you're missing out on this.
Some mother always trying to ice skate uphill.
You have to see it just for that. And Warner Brothers did a fantastic job with it. It looks spotless. It looks so clean. Warner Brothers is really stepping up their game on their 4Ks. Next up is a movie that I never saw in the theater and I never saw out of the theater, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog 4K. This was a Black Friday special, $10. So I went ahead and snagged it. I still haven't seen it. Yeah, it's open, but I haven't seen it. So I'm looking forward to that. Next up, not a Black Friday pickup, but I picked it up yesterday, and that is 4K The Croods. I love this movie. This movie is so fun. I just love it. Yeah, so next up, another Black Friday pickup, and that is Westworld Season 3. I love this show. A lot of people didn't like Season 2. I was really surprised by that because I loved it, especially the samurai stuff they were doing with that world. Sometimes I do feel that the show thinks it's smarter than it really is, but whatever. So here's that. There's the 4K, and then you got all the discs right there. And I love that Warner Brothers brings out this type of I guess it's a slip box. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So next up we have, and one of my favorite zombie films ever is Dawn of the Dead. Unfortunately, they did not release it in the US yet on Blu-ray or 4K. It's only been released in Europe, and it's a little too spendy for my taste to import it. But I got the next best thing, and that is the sequel to Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Picked this guy up normally around $20, and Black Friday sale, it was on sale for $10.99. So I picked this one up, and it's a Shout Factory Collector's Edition, so can't go wrong with that. And next up, we have some Marvel movies that I upgraded from Blu-ray to 4K. And so we have Iron Man, Iron Man 3, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And next up, we have 3 box sets. Number one, I've been wanting this one for so long, and when it first was released, it's like $60. And then on Black Friday, I saw it on sale for $20 on Amazon, and that is Critters, the box set. 3 and 4, those don't even exist.
You are instructed to place the eggs in the pot.
The last 2 eggs were launched into orbit.
It won't scan. I can't tell you what's inside.
And now they're having a blast.
Really? That's where you had to go with this? I guess I had nowhere else to go, but Critters in space? And if you didn't know, Critters 3 was Leonardo DiCaprio's feature film debut, and the reason why you never hear him talk about it is probably because of this.
They're aliens.
Aliens in the base.
You have to believe her. They're big, they're huge.
Yeah. Anyways, so Critters and Critters 2 are I don't even watch Bother 3 and 4, but it's the only way I could get Critters 1 and 2. I grew up on these films. I remember seeing Critters in the video store. I remember one day, I think it was like 80. This came out in 85, so it was probably when it hit video, probably 86, 87. And I remember I went to Take Two Video with my dad, and I saw this. Oh, let me show you here. This is what I saw. I saw a VHS box of this. I was a kid. I had no idea. I haven't heard of Critters. I didn't know what it was, but I saw this, and I had to have it. And yeah, I loved every second of it. And then, of course, its sequel, Critters 2. Now, one of the actors in here we actually interviewed a year or two ago, Eddie Deason. He's a huge character actor. He's been in a number of films, including Steven Spielberg films. And we talked a lot about this because he dresses up in drag throughout this movie. So yeah, that was a fun interview. If you haven't, check it out. It's down below in the description. But yeah, this is a great box set. Critters 1 and 2 were remastered in a 2K scan. 3 and 4 weren't for obvious reasons. And it comes with a ton of new special features, like new interviews, making of a documentary. So yeah, this is a really fun box set. And my next box set is a pack that probably everyone already has already, but I got to. And that is Resident Evil. It's all 6 movies. I love this box though. Where it comes up like that. Comes up and down. It's pretty cool. There's the back of it. Umbrella Corporation. Now, these films, are they good? No, they're really not good. But they are a ton of fun to watch. They're like, they're high dollar B movies. And they got worse as the series gradually went on. I think the last 2 films are the worst. I believe it's Retribution and Final Chapter were absolute. No, actually, I think Apocalypse. Apocalypse was the worst one of them all. I can't even watch that one. But the others are fun. 3, I think I like the best, and that's probably because Russell Mulcahy directed it. He directed a ton of great films, and he did a lot of good TV. So he's an actual real director that went in and did this, and that's why it looks more higher budget, and the zombie effects and everything looks a lot better. And there's a lot of homage to George Romero and Day of the Dead. And then each film comes in these. I don't really care for how they did this because it's kind of cheap, because like that. See if you can see that there. See how it comes up like that. So I can tell this can easily get torn or worn. I don't really care for that. But each one comes with that. And then inside is the discs. And then on the back. Oops. I guess this isn't right. Oh no. This is wrong. I think what would have been really cool is if instead of having each one in its own case, they did a long fold-out case. That would have been cool. I think that would have been a lot smarter. But so there's Apocalypse. I hate that movie so much. My favorite one, Extinction, that we just talked about. There's that and that. Afterlife, and this is when the movie really starts going downhill. These movies have a lot of great ideas. Like, I love it. Is it Afterlife, I believe, where they, or maybe it's Retribution, where they go to an underground facility, and they have all these different types of, I guess, bubbles with different continents, Russia, United States, Japan, and they simulate what would happen if they release a T-virus in that country, and then they use that against them. So it's like really good ideas, but they're just executed so badly. So there's Retribution. And then last we have the final chapter, which I think this is the second worst next to Apocalypse. So yeah, and then it also comes with a booklet here. Not much to it, just shows each movie and gives a description of the movie and what each disc includes. And it does include digital codes, which I said I will be giving away at the end of this video. Alright, let's put this back. And lastly, we are going to look at my favorite film trilogy of all time. And as you can see, yeah, I do have The Hobbit over there, right here, and Lord of the Rings Blu-ray right there. But I did not spring for The Hobbit this time because I could not see myself paying $90 for The Hobbit movies I would never watch. So I did spring for the gift set of Lord of the Rings, and I have not opened it up, so I wanted to do an unboxing with you. So let's go do that. Switch over to the other camera so we can take a closer look of this unboxing. Alright, so here we are, Lord of the Rings. This is the special gift box set. And I'm not sure what's in it. I like it how it looks like it's a book though. That's pretty cool. So let's open this up carefully here. Let's do it right there. So there's that. It would have been cool if they embossed this, but it still looks really cool. I love the artwork. And then on the back you have what it includes. All films in stunning 4K. Each film includes the theatrical cut and the extended director's cut, which is the one I always go for. I'd always tell everybody, go for the extended cuts. It includes much more character development, much more arcs and plot, and Return of the King definitely has complete scenes that were never in a theatrical cut. Let's take that off here, and then you have Elvish. And then you open it up, and there we are. So it has, that's cool. So it has the ring, my precious. It has the map, and then behind it, is there anything in there? No. Behind it is the movies. No! It's okay. It's okay. I saved it. So here is the 4K discs, and it's what you would buy without the box and the ring. So there is the oh good, didn't show it. There's the digital code, which I will be giving away at the end of this video. And okay, so it looks like first they have the theatrical cuts on one disc, on one 4K disc. So there's the theatrical cuts, and then they have the extended cuts on 2 discs each. Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, and Return of the King. Now, I do miss this because the original DVD extended cuts actually they look like books. I'll see if I can find a photo and show you, but it looked awesome. And so having a look of a book right here kind of got my hopes up. I thought that maybe it would have been not a book, but maybe each disc would be maybe a page of a book. That would have been really cool, but no, it's just a box that the ring and the Blu-ray or 4Ks go into. As you probably noticed, it does not have the Blu-rays, and it doesn't have any special features. It is just bare bones 4K UHD discs, but that's actually good because the reason for that is, and the reason why they put the extended cuts on 2 separate discs, is for the bit rate. They want the bit rate on this thing to be as high as it can go, and it's at 100 megabytes per second. So the 4K UHD HDR10 and Dolby Vision looks from what I hear, looks stunning. It looks absolutely beautiful. Now, I hear from sources that next year, in the summer, I believe, summer or early fall, they're going to release like an ultimate edition that includes the 4K UHDs, the Blu-rays, and all the special features. And it's supposed to include everything. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. And here's another look at the Ring. That is cool. I love that. All right, so here we are, my Black Friday haul. As I said at the top of this video, I've never, ever bought this many Blu-rays and 4Ks on Black Friday before. Now here's the part that I'm sure everybody's been waiting for, and that is for digital codes. Let's see, I got one for Westworld, all the Resident Evils, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Iron Man 3, Iron Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, Blade 4K, The Croods 4K, and Lord of the Rings. So, since there's a ton here, in order to get your digital code, number one, I need you to be a subscriber to this channel and hit that like button. And also follow us on our social media. It's Paul_TwinFlix or TwinFlix on Twitter. And let me know down below in the comments in this video, which digital code do you want? And let me know what it was your last movie that you saw before COVID. And I'll be announcing the winners on my Instagram account. So follow me on Instagram and I'll post who the winners are and DM me if you're the winner. And we'll go from there. All right, so this is my Black Friday haul video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I sure did, especially the movies. I want to thank everyone for taking the time out of their busy schedule to watch this video. And I hope you guys had a good Black Friday, and I hope you guys stay nice and warm because it is cold out there. And yeah, so I'll see you next time.